So Ciara, thank you very much for coming down to County Armagh for the Karl Anthony seminar. And we have given people the opportunity to come down and to, I suppose, make benefit or make use of the Karl Anthony Method, the unique rapid healing method. What are you here for? You know, outline what you want to achieve by using the Karl Anthony Method.
Okay, so just the anxiety basically and the whole fear of public speaking. So just to get rid of that if possible, you know, just to be able to take on more opportunities and just get rid of that fear, just the freedom of having no anxiety.
So it is anxiety.
It's anxiety,
and
predominantly anxiety.
You mentioned public speaking, so was it a fear of being judged or a fear of being the centre of attention, or what is the anxiety?
Yeah, all of that, just in general, you know, in a group setting, whenever, for example, if it's my turn to speak, you know, just that horrible, those feelings that you get, you know, that, you know, the heart palpitations, the sweating, the shaking, the, you know, for no reason, you know, just freedom of that would be, unbelievable.
Okay, so, you know, having the anxiety, let's investigate it a wee bit more. How does it impact your life as a person?
Yeah, well, as a person, well, in all aspects of my life, you know, so for example, in work we would have meetings, you know, so even just sitting, and if it's, as I say there, if it's my turn to speak, I get all these, you know, even sitting in there knowing that I have to come out and, you know, speak here, it's just that, so it's holding me back, you know, if there's things that, you know, I want to take part in or I want to go to, it's always that dread, it's always there, you know, so it's just, so in everything, you know, and
so it's actually affecting then your family and relationships as well?
Big time, yeah. I mean, I have 4 kids, so the last thing I want to do is pass it on to them. You know, I have an 18-year-old daughter, so she's, you know, I can see her getting a wee bit anxious and getting a wee bit nervous, and you know, that's obviously me passing that on to her. You know, so I wanna be able to I want to be a good role model for them. You know, so
absolutely. Well, what have you done in the past to try and resolve these issues?
Well, I actually got hypnotherapy before. I went to a hypnotist whenever, God, it must be about 12 years ago now. The biggest thing for me was I used to work in a hotel, and you know, when I was speaking to people, the social anxiety, my face used to go bright red when I was talking to people, and I just could not explain this. So it was annoying me so much. So because obviously in the hotel industry and being on, you know, reception, being on the front desk and meeting and greeting people, I had to get this sorted. I couldn't, you know, you can't talk to people and you're going bright red. So I went to a hypnotist, and I went for one session first of all, and then I don't think it worked, and I had to keep going back, and I had to keep getting more money, and I got myself into debt, and it didn't work for me. And I know there is, you know, hypnotists out there that maybe, you know, so I haven't been put off it, you know, because I know there is good and I know there is bad ones. So I tried that. Recently I've tried a few personal development courses, and I find this has been able to get me here today, you know, to be able to take part in this. It was a course, it was a Louise Hay course, and it was all about, you know, your negative thinking and changing your thoughts, and that has helped me. That's kicked all this off. That's how I was able to go to the seminar, and then I found out about this, and you know, certain doors are opening, but it's still there. It's still, you know, so that's the beginning of it.
Okay, so you're on your journey.
I've started it.
You're on your journey.
Yeah.
And then, you know, on this journey that you've now started, you know, do you believe that you can be healed?
I do. Yes. I do, yeah. Every faith.
And then when you do believe that you have the capacity to be healed, you know, that mindset is going to change for you.
Big time, yeah.
And that is going to release you into your whole environment in a completely different way.
Yeah.
So, how would your life then change if by tomorrow night I'm going to interview you again, and by tomorrow night when the anxiety is all gone, how is this going to impact your life? It'll
enable me to take on more opportunity. For example, in my workplace, there was a job that had come up, and I know I could have done that job. Now obviously somebody else has got the job and she's doing an amazing job at it, but I just couldn't go for it because I knew I could do the job, but that fear, that dreaded. So I don't know what it is now. I love my job at the minute, but it's funded, so it could end at any stage.
Yes.
And I'm really worried about that because, you know, what direction we're going to go in. And I always go for admin jobs, which there's nothing wrong with that, and I love admin, but I'd love to just be able to do something else, you know, just go.
Yeah.
And I just feel that this would open more doors, and I would be able to, hopefully, fingers crossed, I would be able to go and do something, just have more value in myself, have more belief in myself.
Right, and have that capacity to go and do it and choose what you want to do.
Yes, exactly, rather than playing it safe and just staying in my comfort zone.
Okay, so that's you with regards to your works and your work environment. What's it going to mean to your family and friends?
Oh, everything, it really is. Just because it's always there, you tend to be more stressed, and I tend to shout at the kids more. And you know, I just think because I'm always worrying about it, and I'm always stressed, and you know, thinking about the next day, thinking about, you know, planning your journey, where it is you have to go, and so obviously they're going to benefit. You know, if I'm a lot happier, and if I'm a lot calmer, and you know, I'm their role model. They look up to me. I have to, you know, be the strong person for them. So definitely, it would be amazing.
Okay, so that's your work and that's your family.
Yeah, that's the two.
What's it going to mean to you? Because that is really the biggest.
Yeah.
It really is. I know that we tend to show a lot of empathy towards family and friends and put a lot of time into your work, but it's important to think about you.
Yeah, definitely.
What will this mean when you can release this anxiety?
Everything. I've lived with it for most of my adult life, so absolutely everything. I can't even visualise myself with not having it because it's always been a part of me. So, oh my God, it would just be total freedom. It would be just total freedom, just that relief. I can't even imagine. I do believe that it can work. I can't even imagine it, but it would mean everything, absolutely everything. It really would.
Well, we will do everything in our power for you to get that full realisation over the next couple of days.
Brilliant.
So, with regards to that, are you going to give us 100%?
Yes, without a doubt, yes. I'll help you to help me, of course, yes, 100%.
Because if you give me 50% and we give you 100,
it's not going to work.
you're only going to get 50.
Yeah.
So you have to give us 100% and we'll give you 100% back, and that will get your release.
Definitely. Oh, I'm with you. I will.
Okay.
I'm determined.
Brilliant. We'll talk tomorrow night again, but just before we finish off then, you know, when you get your realisation tomorrow, and it will be tomorrow, how are you going to mention the Karl Anthony Method? Is it a method that would be worth speaking to other people about?
Of course, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll for a start, all my friends and family, you know, I'll be coming here today. I didn't really tell family, friends, yes, but I didn't really tell that many because I didn't really know how to explain it. I didn't really know, you know, so, and it would, you know, and it's so, people be, so what's involved? And because I didn't really know what's involved, you know, but definitely tomorrow I will be,
And I think this is what we need to do, you know, with regards to mental health. And the Karl Anthony Method is used for mental health issues. It's used for addictions. It's used for even sports people, for peak performance issues.
Yeah.
I've used it for a lot of those different reasons. But just for people to be aware that there is a solution.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's maybe the big thing.
Oh, definitely. Without it, there's so many people out there that can, you know, benefit from it and need it, you know. So, yeah, I will definitely, you know, family members, friends, everybody. There's loads of people I know already that would really benefit from it. So, yeah.
Well, then, when you're saying that, would you be interested in learning more about the Karl Anthony Method after tomorrow night?
Big time, yes, definitely. Yeah. I'd love to learn a lot of it, yeah.
So, and maybe family and friends, bring them to future seminars and get them involved and get them there.
Big time, yeah. I'd love my husband to come as well. I'd love to him to went to that seminar there that kicked all this off too. Just so we're on the same wavelength, just so we're you know, singing off the same hymn sheet, if you like, you know, because we're bringing up the kids obviously together, and you know, just so you know we're doing the same things, whatever. So yeah, definitely.
Yes, parental guidance and an equal keel, I suppose, is what you're talking about.
Yeah, big time.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your
you.
time. I will record you tomorrow night after you go through the process.
Yeah.
And
that's so exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Here we are with Ciara. Ciara, you came along here yesterday morning. You were one of our lucky participants, we'll call it, to come along to try the KAM method. So what were your expectations yesterday morning when you arrived here? You saw myself and Hugh and Karl and Kenny. What were you thinking?
So whenever I come in, my expectations were, they were high, you know, because I had seen all the testimonials already from Karl's Facebook page.
Yeah.
So I knew I was in for, you know, a good day. But there was always that doubt, you know, just say I'm the one that he can't help. Just say I'm the one, I'm going, you know, it's going to work for everybody else, but it's not. Because the feeling was so strong, the anxiety and the social, you know, the public speaking, the fear of public speaking, even in front of a camera, I just couldn't do. So I was really worried. I was really worried that I was going to be.
So were you nervous?
Nervous as hell, yeah.
Full of anxiety?
Big time, through the roof.
Didn't think for 1 minute you'd ever get up in front and talk to anyone?
Not in a million years.
Okay. So that's yesterday morning.
That was yesterday morning, yeah.
Okay. Karl then chose you yesterday evening after a long day of talking.
Yeah.
And so he took you up and you experienced the KAM method.
Yeah.
So what did you think of it?
Unbelievable.
Okay.
I honestly can't thank all of you enough for, you know, me getting the opportunity.
Yeah.
You just feel so completely calm afterwards. Any of those anxiety feelings, any, you know, self-doubt, it all just goes.
So from when you come up, before you tried the method, right?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I take it, where were you?
15. It was
15,
way
right.
up there, like really was.
And then after yesterday, how did you feel?
After yesterday, I went home. I was the calmest person going home.
Okay.
Zero, it was gone.
And how did the sleep pattern go last night?
I slept for the first time last night. I slept, honestly, I have a 10-month-old, I slept for the first time from he was born.
Okay, and then today we addressed a few other issues.
Today, again, yeah.
Without going into it, just a few issues, yeah.
Just the same, you know, that release, that even calmer today again as well, you know.
So would you say the Ciara from yesterday morning to the Ciara this evening is a different person?
Completely different person.
Completely different
She's
person.
gone.
Isn't
She's
it amazing?
away. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's just it's like a feeling of freedom, just pure release. It's unbelievable.
You'd recommend this then?
100%. Yes, can't wait to tell my friends and my
The
family.
whole world
Yeah,
should know about it, right?
Definitely, everyone should experience this. They really should.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's so simple, but it's so effective. It's great.
So we're really glad your experience was positive.
Thank you.
And thanks for sharing it with us.
Not a problem.
And don't be afraid to share it with everyone else.
I will indeed. I'll be shouting from the rooftops. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. Can't thank you enough. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed.